Alright, here we go. So that's that muscle again. Bunch of has the ropes around. So the next part we're going to do from the back view. Oh yeah, and just to remember, like, in terms of how it wraps around, the best advice is just, honestly, just look at your own hand. Like, turn your hand to see how far can it rotate. And I mean, you know, that's the simplest way, is if you need a reference. And unless you have like a messed up hand, you know, triple jointed or something, then you should be alright. But so here's the back view. The back view's not too bad. There's where the deltoid, and the deltoid, just remember it, like we talked about the gluteus maximus, how it wraps around the back side of the leg muscle. This just, it really is, it just wraps around. See, there's that line coming out to the elbow, so that's where the elbow would be. Don't worry about proportion again, but there's the deltoid. So it just wraps around that, it hugs it, and then the deltoid connects to that trapezius, which we mentioned before, how it connects. And then you have the teres, major teres minor, kind of shaped like that from close up. It's something like that, and just kind of hugs right in there, goes right in like. And you have, I think this is called the lateral head, but the tricep just, see the bone, even, you know, there's skin over, but the bone kind of comes out somewhat like that, and looks something like that. And then you have the lateral head, and the other head, and this one I believe is a little lower, and the muscle just hugs it like that, like so, and it just kind of, if the arm bends, it would wrap, so it would wrap up. It just kind of wraps on the bottom side. I'm going to check something real quick. Here's the tricky, but with that muscle, just kind of wraps like so, and usually they're about the same in measurement. Usually the inside one could be a little longer. It really just depends how the muscle bends. In other words, right now, because it's bending out a little, this muscle will be a little more smaller, compressed, while this one's a little lengthier. But overall, that's the basic shape of the triceps. And in terms of the forearm now, maybe coming out, there's the elbow. If you remember, the outside line, the deltoid, we just did the outside view. So think of everything in three-dimensional. There's the outside view. If you remember, it follows that line, and that comes out, goes to where the thumb is. So if the thumb rotates, this would follow it, that muscle. But so from the side view, it would look something like this, because the muscle's a little bigger, it kind of protrude out like so. So it actually comes off the main surface of the body, but still following that line. Just remember, it follows the line where the deltoid goes in, and it just kind of protrude out. So here's the other line. And so I have to use my arm, I can't remember exactly, but my thumb would be pointing out towards me. So in this case, if that's the back, his thumb, the hand would be somewhat like that. Like that would be the inside of the hand. There would be kind of the knuckles, like so. And so the thumb would be on the inside. So all that where the thumb would be, something like that. So you wouldn't really see it. You could see it be on the inside, but so that muscle will wrap on the front side and go around to it, while these other muscles just kind of go somewhat like that, like they take this turn and then just connect, like so. They just kind of really the best way is just draw a bunch of draw the lines out. I'm just checking one more time. It just kind of wraps around like so. Just all these little lines of the forearms, they just kind of wrap around. Don't be so concerned about the technical, like, oh, where does this go? Like, where does this line go? Does that go there? Just make it look artistic. Like, kind of add, what I like to do is when I'm drawing artistically, just add these little curves every once in a while. Like it doesn't have to be, you know, a straight line and there's the hand coming out like that. That definitely doesn't look like a hand, but you know, the general of that doesn't have to, you know, just simply add these little curves, these little variations really adds kind of that fleshy, realistic human look. But yeah, I like drawing arms a lot too, just like the legs. But something like that. So that muscle would wrap around. There's the muscle, that big one, wrap around to the front. All these little muscles just kind of like so, they hug it. And overall, that's the basic idea. And then you have that bone right here, because that's the other side. So it's something like that. So that's tricep, like the two heads of the tricep, deltoid, the trapezius, the teres major, teres minor that we talked about. So this will be the back here. That would be like where the spine is, all this. You know, we connecting like that. So the way it connects is, it just connects all these other muscles, just pulls in. But the best way to draw it connected is really just, don't make everything so solid. So like there's the deltoid wrapping around. So the way I like to draw connected is kind of add that these little lines, you know, make it look like skin. Remember, you're working with, it is skin, and just make it kind of connect like so, and something like that. And there would be kind of the front. So that looks like it's connecting, rather than just drawing it and making it look like, oh, it's not connected. Like, say I'm just drawing it like this, and like something like that. See what I'm saying? Like that just doesn't look right at all. Like if you were to put, that's just the deltoid and that's the arm. See, it's not connecting to the torso at all. It's not connecting to the rib cage where it should. But that's just what I mean. There's the rib cage. You can see it. There's not. So you don't want to do that. And so once again, there's the bone coming out, tricep. All these little muscles. So if your arm bends up, all the muscles just fall. And like what I'm saying again from the side view, triceps, so there's the tricep, that's the same bone. All these muscles kind of just go like that. And in this view though, the hand, this is an outside view of the arm, but the hand is face forward, so that's why it's a little different. But yeah, there's the bone, so kind of all these muscles just wrap around. So that, all the bone, all the muscles just wrap around. So say I'll draw from the kind of the side, but coming up. I'm out of paper, so I'll do another side view. So deltoid, bicep, tricep. There's the bone, the elbow. Well, shit! There's a spider here. I found a spider. Yeah! Scared me. So here's the tricep, bicep coming out. All these muscles. There's that one, the really long muscle. So say the arm's coming up a little. There's that really long muscle kind of hugs in between there, bicep. There's other muscles on the back, which you don't really see, but I like to shade it. And what, you know, just look at comics, because that's how they'll do it. They'll, you know, these muscles. So there's that muscle. It goes to where the thumb would be. So that's the thumb. But yeah, so there's the elbow. So triceps. So all these muscles, they just kind of wrap around like so, and they go up. And so if that's the elbow right there, you have the muscles coming in from the back, and they just kind of wrap like so, and they form to the hand, where the hand would be. And of course that's a shit hand, but I'm just drawing it so you get the idea. But each little knuckle you have, bam, kind of like that. That muscle again, the major muscle right here, brondanchidios or whatever, deltoid, triceps. It just wraps around like that. So remember, the elbow comes out. This muscle, I drew it a little off. This muscle should be a little bit above the elbow. So there's the elbow. I made it a little lower, but tricep. See what I mean? Like in the back drawing, that muscle is a little bit above the elbow, just like that. But pretty much that's the basic back. The two heads of the tricep. All these muscles wrapping around. You have that coming to the front, because you see that's where the thumb is, so that would wrap around